Chapter 7 bankruptcy is intended to get you a fresh start from your debts. Basically, you make a list of everybody you owe money to and another list of everything you own. If you own anything valuable, then the court appoints a trustee to take those things, sell them, turn them into money, and distribute that money in a fair way to your creditors. And then they wipe your debts out across the board. That's why we call it a fresh start, because you wipe your debts out, you don't make payments on them, you don't have to cure anything, everything goes. Now, first thing that's going to come into your head is, well, it sounds like I might lose a bunch of stuff. Slow down a minute. It's not that bad. Most of the time, you don't lose anything because there's a long list of items that are exempt. That varies from state to state. In my state, which is Utah, everybody's entitled to keep one motor vehicle up to a value of $2,500. Everybody's allowed to keep $20,000 in equity in their homestead. Everybody's allowed to keep $5,000 in equity in real property that's not their house. And most of your household furnishings, electronics, and other normal assets of yours, you get to keep under the Utah exemption statute. All 50 states have different statutes regarding what's exempt and what is not. But in most cases, people don't lose anything in a Chapter 7 and simply your debts are wiped out. That's why we call it a fresh start. The title of Chapter 7 is called liquidation. It liquidates your stuff and it liquidates all of your debts. Now there are certain debts that don't go away in a Chapter 7 case. For instance, back taxes that are recent, back child support or alimony, debts acquired by fraud, student loans. You kind of get the idea. The kinds of things that if you thought to yourself, well, this probably ought not go away in a Chapter 7, you're probably right. But other than those debts, everything else goes away. You come in, you see your attorney, you make lists together of everything you own and everything you owe. You get your paperwork together, you get it filed with the court, and then you have to go to a hearing about a month later, and that's usually the end of a Chapter 7 case. The advantages to Chapter 7 are that they're quick, they're simple, you're in, you're out, you're done in about 120 days. They're powerful. All of your debt goes away, and you have a fresh start. Disadvantages, sometimes you lose property if you have things that are very valuable. Sometimes you might have had transactions in the 90 days to 1 year prior to filing that would result in problems, like if you paid debts back to family members or sold things for less than what they were worth or tried to give everything away to your cousin Billy Bob for nothing. Other times, nothing happens and everything is simply wiped away and you have a fresh start. That's the object of every Chapter 7 case, is to keep as much as possible, get a fresh start, and move on with your life.